It's the Soul Fantasy Show. Soul Fantasy Show. Hey, it's the Soul Fantasy Show live for March 10th, 2020. Going over NHL. We got hockey action, yo. For DraftKings and FanDuel, Fantasy Draft, and Monkey Sword Fight. Whatever else the fuck you can play. You can play lots of stuff. We got some star-studded events going on. Actually, we got some tough matchups. Now, you're not going to see a lot of Flyers or Bruins guys because they're very high in the power rankings and they're playing each other. So a lot of people on Draft Dashboard are going to suspect the Flyers to have a loss. I don't think they're going to lose, but they do. So I'm still going to play Flyers. I don't care. They're red hot. They're winning everything. They're 41, 20, and 7 now. Now, if we look at the power rankings real quick, and we'll look over the MVPs as well. Now, we got the Bruins. They're number one. They're facing the Flyers. So, that's going to be a star-studded matchup. All right. So, we got the Penguins playing the Devils. So, you can easily put the Penguins goalie in, who's right here. Jerry, Penguins goalie. Now, they're playing the Devils, so you pretty much pencil him in for like a 20-point game. We got Nikolai Kucherov from Tampa Bay, 20, 15, 17. They're playing Toronto. He's going to firmly get you that. Now, Sidney Crosby been hot and cold, but he can get you a 34-point game, especially against New Jersey. Like I said, on this list, you're not going to see Flyers because they're going to try to they're scared of Flyers at the moment. See, I don't see any Flyers. Look at that. Nobody's watching Flyers at the moment while I'm recording this video. So that's why we're going to have to go over the position optimizer to get you firm positions. Now, there's Max Domi as usual. He gave you that 4 last time, but he can get that 11. But he has a pretty tough matchup. I do like Domi. Yes, I do. I really, really do. I always play Domi. I don't give a shit. He's going to get some good points. Ryan Gazelle, 7, 13, 6. All right. Sidney Crosby, Mackinnon, 14, 19, 16. Now, he's 7.5 and he's 8K on FanDuel. He's going to be a tough pill to swallow. All right, let's go over some of your candidates for MVP this year. If this thing would load, give it a minute. I don't know why it won't load, but sorry. Oh, man. What the fuck? The fuck, dude? Damn. All right, there we go. Sorry, guys. All right, we got Nathan McKinnon, Leon Trezzi, David Pastrnak, Dmitry Parkinen from the Rangers. Sorry about that little outburst I just had. This thing, for some reason, would not move. Patterson, Connor Hellebuyck, Nicola Kursford, Brad Merchant, Macklin, Matthews, Carlson, Pettigrew, Ben Bishop, Ovechkin, Sebastian Aho, Zach Weninski, Zach Eckel. Those are guys you're going to target all the time. They are stars. They're star-studded. Now here is your new updated power rankings. Look at the Flyers. It's gritty. It's definitely gritty doing this. The Golden Knights are moving away. They're moving up. They're 5. They're moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment. No, that's the Flyers, I thought. Look at that, 5-3. Well, the Knights are moving on up like Georgia Wheezy as well. And the Blues went from 8-2. Stars moving down. Penguins moving down. They're now 9. Oilers moving up. Maple Leafs are up 5 spots. They are viable now. Please do not overlook guys on the Maple Leafs other than your main, superstar that you always play. And you know who that is. Flames. We got the Chicago moving up a little bit. Yes, he is. Ducks moving on down. Senators and Red Wings are officially eliminated. They have not moved. They are eliminated. The Red Wings are historically horrible. They're not playing today. Guess who is, though? The Devils. So we're going to attack the Devils. Now, here's your top centers of the day. We got Matthew Brazel, a 33 had recently. Brock Lesnar, he used to be a WWE superstar when he used to take steroids. Now he stopped taking steroids and he plays hockey. It's Brock Lesnar. Anthony Cirelli. And of course, I said Max. Now you're going to, of course, target Nashville guys. Kyle Torres, Nashville Predators. He's dirt cheap. So you put him in, he's the C1. Look at that, C1. And this cheap. He could get a goal today. He could get you something. 84 on there. He's healthy. It is an away game. But like I said, he had that 11. He didn't do much else other than that. But, I mean, I'm still going after him. All right, let's go over the Wings. Don't eat them. Just play them in your lineups. Brady, Tazaka. 13, 19, 15, his last 4. Brian Russ, let's see his price at the moment. Now, he's on the Penguins. They're playing the New Jersey Devils. This is not a Yahoo play. This is strictly a FanDuel play. Russ, he does pretty good. Look at that. Look at his points. 43 he had. He had 14, 25. He didn't do anything 2 games ago. He had that 8. I mean, today they're playing, you know who. They're playing the Devils, so he might be a really good play. Now, people I don't talk about, like this guy here, guys from the Carolina Hurricanes will sneak up on you. They're playing Detroit. Oh, Detroit's playing today? Oh, man. I forgot to tell you guys that. Play Hurricanes. Okay? Play Penguins. Play Hurricanes. Slide in a flyer or 2. You might have to pick and choose what flyer you play. They might score 5 goals again. There's David way down there. 22, 16, 17. He's playing the Flyers today. And there's Claude Giroux. Okay, there's some Flyers. Look at that. Claude Giroux. Look at him. They have him at a 31. Only because of the opponent rank and the position rank. They still got him at like 10 fantasy points. So if you want to put Claude Giroux in DraftKings for $6K, that's where you want to put him at, DraftKings. FanDuel, he's almost $8K. He's been averaging 12.6 fantasy points. There's another DraftKings. Now, when you see these DraftKings plays and you play DraftKings, pause the video and write down or just plug them in and take a screenshot on your phone or some shit. But get these DraftKings because I'm telling you about these prices that I'm hinting at. Now, Dallas Stars are playing the Rangers. This guy is getting 10 points per game on FanDuel. So for 4-7, if you want to throw rope hints in on the Dallas Stars who's playing the Rangers who aren't all that, then that's who you'd want to try to throw in. Now here are some of the defensemen. I'm telling you, the Flyers are going to be way down here. See, Provanov, they have him at 30 because, look, his opponent ranked. They're number 1. They're playing the number 1 team today. But that doesn't mean they are not going to score and get points and get fantasy points. He only had a 3 last time, and he was disappointing, Provanov. I played Provanov. But on FanDuel, he's 4-5, and he's averaging 11. So he's a FanDuel play. So when you see guys, like I'm telling you, they're FanDuel plays. Weber, I would skip over Weber. Let's go over Trevor. Let's see, more Hurricanes. So I'm going to play Hurricanes, guys. Look at these, 2-5 on DraftKings, and I'll get you 4 fantasy points. So if you just want to stack studs and throw Hurricanes in and take a shot at him getting a goal, let's go over his, look at that. He had 7.8 points. He had 10. He had 11. He had 12. And he's only 2,500. Trevor Van Riemsdyk. He's the soul sleeper of the day. All right, let's get you your first lineup. Well, let's go back. So we're still on D. Then we'll get you your first lineup. So, sorry, I was on D. Of course, Jazzy and Ellis are on top as usual, but man, he was expensive and only got a 3 last time. He got the 22, so they switch off and on who does the beat downs. Elder, he's coming off a good game. That 7 I would ignore. And where is my warrior princess? Where is Xena the warrior princess? If I could find him, I'll be very happy. There he is. Zendo Chara, the warrior princess. On the Boston Bruins, he is a friggin' beast. He's only 3K on DraftKings. He had 10 fantasy points against the last 2 times they played the Lightning. This guy is a minute monster. Xena, the warrior princess Chara. Xena, the warrior princess. D1. Notice that. D1, and he's dirt cheap on every site almost. What do we say he was on? He's 3.6 on FanDuel. I'm still paying that. I'm going for him. Let's go with your first DraftKings lineup of the day. We got Gatsville, Crosby, Hornchris, Traviscan, Havasluk, Sekuth, Green, Pick, and, of course, my main man, Dylan Larkin. I love playing Dylan. I don't care who they play. He is always on fire. 36 fantasy points. He was on the cover. He was on the cover of my video last time, and look how many points he got. He's lucky when he's on the cover. I don't know if I'm going to put him on this cover, but you're gonna love to play him. They're not going to put flyers in, so you're going to have to hunt them down yourself. So we could put Sean Cornier in there. We could put Nikolai Kustov in there. We could go down and put Suzuki just keeps going down in price, and eventually he's going to have a good game. They're playing Nashville. It's a little hard. Of course, you're going to go with Pittsburgh's goalie if you can. That's pretty much who everybody's going to play. But there's Ben Bishop. You have Carey Price. And, of course, you have Brian Elliott. Who wouldn't want to play Brian Elliott? So then you have 2K to get rid of. So then we look for Xena, the warrior princess. Where is he? He's going to be hard to find because I forget how much we said he was. He was 3-something. There he is. Look at this. Suzuki, Courier, Kusha, Williams, Green, Zenza, the warrior princess, Chara, the minute monster, Brian Elliott, and Patrick Hornchris. All right, let's just go over your goalies and then get your final FanDuel lineup. Okay. We'll go over D a little bit more and get your final lineup in. So you got Salvin. Look at that. 16, playing Detroit. You're going to target a lot of Hurricanes. I'm telling you. He's the good defenseman to put in against the Hurricanes. Brian, they're playing Detroit. It's away, but they're playing Detroit. That doesn't really always mean anything. I like attacking these weak teams, as we saw in the power rankings, but so there's some of your guys. Now your goalies are obviously Jari, Craig Anderson, 24 the last 2, playing the weak Mighty Ducks. Craig Anderson's firmly in play. Hogberg, he's been cold. Saros has been red hot. Man, Saros is good. A very good play. Ben Bishop, as we said, will get you 12 to 20 fantasy points, depending on if he plays. And then we have Murray, and we have some of these guys who are probably on the bench, but they still are mentioned because we never really know what goalie is going in there. And now, right at the bottom, we have Elliott and Price. But, I'd rather play Elliott and Price than somebody like Ryan Miller. They're playing Ottawa. Let's check Ryan. I'd play Ryan. I would still, since Anaheim's playing Ottawa, you could probably play Ryan Miller. if you want. All right, let's go over our FanDuel lineup. Optimizer with Xena, the warrior princess, in it. We have to put Xena, the warrior princess, in there somehow. All right, before we do anything, let's look for Xena, the warrior princess. He's 3'6", remember? There he is. Xena, the warrior princess. If you don't remember watching that as a kid or as a middle-aged man, Forsberg, you could just go right to Khrushchev just by putting Xena, the warrior princess in. Look at that. I love Forsberg, so maybe you can't get him in here. You could put, as I said, those MVPs, put them in. Claude Giroux, Jamie Benn is pretty good. And then we have like guys like Brady we could put in. So now we have some salary to try to get up to him. And maybe we could just go to Sidney Crosby. We could keep Dylan Larkin in, or we could scroll on down to Brock Lesnar, the WWE superstar that stopped taking steroids and started playing hockey. Now, we have money left over, just in case you want to switch up off this goalie. Say, this is a good goalie option, but you have Brian Elliott or Ryan. So you could, if he's out, then you could go to Elliott, or you could go to Ryan with this lineup. You can go either goalie is fine with me. I would not mind. No, I wouldn't. So you got Brock Lesnar, Sidney, the Beast Crosby, the soul stud of the day, Philip Forsberg, the baby stud of the day, Brian Tom Brady, the football player that plays hockey and looks like Claude Giroux, Nikola Khrushchev, Justin Williams, Quinn Hughes, Xena, the warrior princess, and either Ryan, Elliott, or Craig Anderson. It's the Soul Fantasy Show. Soul Fan Show.